Welcome to another Zeroto60, and we're in the M6 today.
Yeah, and today is the day we're actually going to do a proper Zeroto60 and see how quickly it can do it.
Yes, so for a little bit of background on this car, if you haven't seen the review, which is on the channel, I'll put a link below or in one of the corners. This is a 2005 E63 M5. In Australia, these were a whopping $320,000. Which is insane for 2005, but back then for that money you did get the S85 V10, which was 507 horsepower. I can't remember the torques. Do you remember the torques?
520 torques.
A lot of torques. It is the SMG 7-speed gearbox, which everyone hates and we kind of like because we're weird.
So for the runs we are, well it'd be silly not to, we are going to hit the traction control button, turn that off, obviously hit the power button. And once you do turn TSC off, you do get another mode, the most extreme, fastest gear shift mode. So we are going to be in that mode. It is essentially a flat shift.
So the thing I'm looking forward to, this is basically the two-door version of our E60 M5, which has the same engine, the same gearbox, the same footprint, the same tyres even, but this only has two doors. It's a little bit shorter and a whopping, I think 30 kilos lighter?
Yeah, 30 or 40 kilos lighter.
So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes against. We have done two E60 M3s, M5s. The second one we did was actually an evolved tuned car. Now that car with that little bit of extra power and a little bit earlier torque, we couldn't get the power down.
It was weird. We have put the Evolve M5 next to our M5. And once you hit 100 k's an hour, it literally starts to walk away. But that didn't relate to a faster 0 to 100 times, on that particular day anyway, on that surface.
Where this car, it's got pretty damn good tyres on it, they're in good condition. We're going to be on a pretty good surface. Do you reckon it's going to beat the blue time, which was 5.24, 0 to 100 k's?
Well, okay, officially, when these bad boys were released, it was officially faster. So the M5 was 4.7 to 100. This was officially 4.6. However, some journalists that did time it when it first was released, they reckon that they got a 4.1, 0 to 100.
Damn. Okay, so keep in mind everyone, we've got two people in the car, we've got a fair bit of camera gear, we've got a fair bit of fuel. This isn't a drag strip perfect time, this is a real world time. We're timing it with a Vbox. Let's go and see what it can do.
Let's do it.
Alright, so I'm going to hit M mode, hit the M button. Power's on. He's got it on MDM mode. I'm going to go DSC off, which then opens up the next gear shift mode. Select that one.
App's ready.
I'm going to turn the suspension onto soft mode as well, not onto stiff mode.
Okay, app is ready again.
And now, you ready?
Yep.
She's alive.
5.46.
Okay. With cold tyres.
A lot of wheel spin. That was good for the amount of wheel spin. I was spinning like all through first.
It was funny. As soon as you tried to roll in the power, it started to wheel spin. See what I mean?
That's not a bad time for the first run.
No, it's not. But I'm expecting better.
Okay. I think you have to modulate the throttle through first a bit. Okay. Ready to go. Perfect. Oh, it slipped the clutch. Yep. 5.43 again.
5.43. 5.43.
That was a pretty similar run. It
very
felt like
similar.
it dipped the clutch.
It did.
About 20 or 30 k's an hour,
Yeah,
which is a bit weird.
It was a bit hesitant, that initial part, wasn't it?
Just do one going back this way. Save a bit of time. Ready when you are.
Perfect. Good spin, that felt good.
Yeah, 100. Jeez.
That was a clean.
That was a good run.
It was very clean.
That's a fast run. I don't think it's going to get any quicker than that.
What was it?
That's 5.16.
5.16.
Is it going to get into the fours?
That's really quick on a normal standard surface.
That's quick.
Oh my god! I kind of wanted to try. Should I try MDM mode just in case?
Yeah, actually, I think the starts on the first two runs were more aggressive.
They were, yeah.
But then it powered through into a wheel spin. So maybe try MDM.
All right, so MDM mode. Everything else the same. Now I think with MDM mode, I should be able to just go a little bit more throttle.
Yep.
Straight up.
I think as soon as you're off the line to the boards. Okay, we are good to go.
Flat out.
Yep. Hold it. Still breaking traction. 100. 5.6. MDM was slower.
MDM was slower.
You are faster than the traction control, David.
It's just not as aggressive, is it?
No. You want to do one up this way?
Try one.
And I'm just going to reset. I think MDM off.
Getting traction control off as well.
Go back to 0 kilometers. Ready when you are. Hold it. Done. 5.58. She's slowing down. I think she's peaked. But that's it. That is a pretty quick time. That's faster than our car, and we definitely perfected the hell out of ours. We've done so many runs to get down to that 5.2.
Lou.
Into another one?
Should we try launch control?
Yeah, right, one launch control.
Because people are going to say, well, you got to use the launch control, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so just so everyone knows, normally when we try launch control on these things, it'll just basically do a rolling burnout.
Yeah.
And slip the clutch. The clutches don't like the launch controls.
And they usually don't equate to a fast time because of how much wheel spin you get.
Good steering.
Yeah, okay. So to engage launch control, M mode on, everything on, manual mode,
And
I believe you hold the SMG stick forward.
yep.
Okay.
Hang on, reset. Yeah, you do. You hold everything's off. Traction off.
Traction's off.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not in the fast gear shift mode, which is what would happen on that last one.
That's alright.
That's why it felt gentle. Okay, hold forwards, flat out. There it goes.
Go. Stop. Hang on. Fucked up. It rolled forwards. So we failed. It triggered the app before you launched.
I don't.
Yeah, as soon as you start rolling, this will count. And because of that way, that launched. Oh well, 5.16 is going to be the time, guys. We know launch control's not quick. We know it's not.
Well, yeah. How much?
It just did a big burnout.
It's just
anyway.
a burnout. Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's a lot of fun though. I'll give you that.
What makes me nervous about launching these things, although they spin the tyres, they slip the clutch. And this isn't our car, and I don't want to ruin the clutch.
Yeah. Whereas when you're just on the throttle yourself, it doesn't spin the clutch as much.
Okay, pull up here and go the cameras off. Alright guys, we'll see you in a minute, and we will conclude the quickest V10 we've ever done. So yeah, as we just sort of finished on then, it did a 5.16, and looking back at the leaderboard, that's not bad.
It's a truly fast time for a rear-wheel drive car.
Yeah, on a normal paved road in full street trim with two people in the car, 5.16. That's beaten the 700 horsepower all-wheel drive Skyline. Admittedly, that car had more traction issues than this one did, even though it was four-wheel drive. It's a few tenths of a second off the M140, which had the
ZF8 speed?
The ZF8 speed and the B58, which is just one of my favourite engines at the moment. That car, if you haven't seen the video, it did those times so consistently, and it was like there was just nothing happening. It just accelerated, put the power down perfectly, like a nun could get in and do those times. Where this, you got to put steering input in, you do have to modulate the throttle.
Yeah, you've got to change gear at the perfect time.
You've actually got to put the effort in.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is pretty good. Like, this is 14 years old, and it's going to be top 5 car
That's
on the channel.
That's impressive.
It's only been beaten by the Hurricane, the modified M2,
That
and the
M2 was-
A45.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
and the M140. So it is fifth.
fifth, there you go. So top 5, and all the cars above it were nearly brand new and extremely proficient at 0 to 100s.
If you're interested in learning a bit more about this car, we have done a full review on it. Please go and check it out if you're bored. In that review, I mentioned this car is for sale, and I am falling more in love with it. These are such a special vehicle, and I feel like they're worthless now. Insanely good value for money.
It is. It's so much car for the money, and so much performance as well.
And even though it's not pipped to the top of the leaderboard, it is one of the most exciting cars apart from the Hurricane in that top 5. This is more exciting than the M2.
Oh.
Not even close.
It's really funny. Like I hate to say it, but it's so much more involving than the M2, and even like you just mentioned, the M140. There is no comparison between driving this and the M1. Even though the M140 is faster, I would much rather do launches in this than the M140.
Then again, this does have an extra 4 cylinders. And isn't that a special thing?
Yeah, it's hard to go wrong with that.
Alright guys, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it hasn't disappointed everyone like our times normally do, but that is a genuinely fast car for a street time. We will catch you in the next one.
Peace out, guys.
Then we'll run away together like